Hey everyone, Rob from AST here. Happy New Year. Hope you had a fabulous holiday. Hope the new year is off to a good start. By now everyone should be back in school, so I hope that transition went well, wasn't too stressful. I know I hated that every year as a kid, that we have to leave this awesome vacation and go back to school. So I'm sure it was probably rough for some of your kids out there, but I hope you're hanging in. It's the new year. It's time to get going again and continue this dialogue and continue to learn. And I wanted to talk about two conferences and two events that are coming up right now in this month of January that I think are really valuable. We've talked a little bit about them on the radio show as well as on our Facebook page, but I wanted to give you guys some more information about what they're about. The first one is literally right around the corner. It's tomorrow and Saturday. So anyone here in the Los Angeles area, I really recommend checking out the Autism Society of America's annual conference. It really focuses in on adulthood as well as building meaningful lives for adults. And that's the name of the conference. Really something that I enjoy every year, and the last time I attended I just found myself inspired and brought a bunch of information back to AST and to my colleagues here to say this is what we need to do. I'm really honored. This year they've actually invited me to speak, so if you haven't gotten too tired of hearing me on the radio and on these blogs, I hope you come out. It's going to be in Northridge in the Valley. It's going to be all day tomorrow on Friday and all day on Saturday. That's the 11th and the 12th. And for any registration information, the exact address, all of that great stuff, you can go to the Autism Society of America Los Angeles chapter's website. Really easy to find by just going to ASA Los Angeles or the ASA. Second event is one we just talked about on the radio show. I had Travis Thompson on, and he was talking to us about ABAI, or ABA International's annual autism conference. Again, highlight of the conference year for me personally, because they get such a diverse group. And the reason why I wanted to talk about it in this forum is that they have a parent participation component to it this year. In the past, it's been more geared to professionals, but this year they have a whole track designed for parents. And I think that's really great because it's going to tackle a few different areas: early intervention, sleep, feeding, and a few other great topics as we talked about on the show. Now that one's up in Portland, so depending on where you're at, that may not be so easy to get to. And again, it's pretty soon. It's going to be on the 25th, 26th, and 27th of January, with the big parent part on the 27th of January. We talked about it on the show. If you can't get there, there's actually going to be some options to watch the videos or purchase some videos of the speakers through ABAI International. I actually have a bunch of their DVDs, and I use them for my staff, sometimes to give them some training, sometimes just to give them some inspiration. I typically show Peter Gerhardt's previous talk from this conference, and he'll be at this conference again this year talking about building futures and building a successful transition. So if you have the ability to check those out, I really recommend them. I'm going to try and give you guys some more information too in another forum to maybe summarize some of what I learned from the conference, because I think that can also be really helpful if you don't have the opportunity to attend. I want to pass along what I learned to you. So I hope you had a great new year. I hope you're feeling good. I hope this information is going to lead to some of you getting out to these events, but at the very least come back again and maybe we can keep this dialogue going about what I learned from these events. Take care.